Hey y'all, it's me, Miss B. Today we're talking about elimination. We've learned how to solve using graphing and by substitution, but now we're going to use elimination. So elimination is useful when substitution is a pain in the butt, and you can always use elimination. Okay, so you want to rewrite the equation so one of the variables has opposite coefficients. Okay, in this, I'm going to show you the steps. So the steps are over here to the right, and we're going to do the math on the left. Okay, so first you want to pick a variable to eliminate. Okay, and it's going to be the one that's going to be the easiest to get opposite coefficients with. You'll notice here that these two already have opposite coefficients. So let's pick that one. Okay, so then you want to change by multiplying one or more or both equations so that they're opposite coefficients. This one we already have them. Then you're going to add the equations together. So we're going to add these equations together. So 2x plus 6x is 8x. 5y minus 5y is 0y, and which is just 0, and then 17 minus 9 is 8. Okay, so then we are going to solve for the variable. Here I have x, so I'm going to divide both sides by 8. So x is equal to 1. Then, finally, we're going to plug the variable back in to find the other coordinate. So I'm going to plug x back into this equation here. So 2 times 1 plus 5y equals 17. And now I need to solve for y. So 2 plus 5y equals 17. Subtract 2. 5y is equal to 15. Divide by 5. And y is equal to 3. So our solution is 1, 3. All right, let's look at this example here. So I have 5x plus 3y equals negative 11 and 3x plus 6y equals 48. Now I'm looking at each of my coefficients. So I have 5 and 3, and I have 6 and negative 3. And I'm going to ask myself, which is it easier to get? 5 and 3 to be the same number, or negative 3 and 6 to be the same number? You should say that 6 and negative 3 are easier because all we have to do is multiply negative 3 by negative 2 to get 6. So I'm going to multiply this whole equation by negative 2. So I get negative 10x plus 6y equals positive 22. Oh, you know what? Wait a second. That's to get them the same. We want to get opposite coefficients. So if I have a positive 6, I now want a negative 6. So I'm actually just going to multiply by 2, because negative 3 times 2 is equal to negative 6. Okay, so then we're going to get our two new equations. We have 10x minus 6y equals negative 22. And then just rewrite the second equation. Then I want to add these two things together. These two things go away. They've been eliminated. So I get 13x equals 26. So then I want to solve for x by dividing both sides by 13. Get x is equal to 2. Then I want to take this answer and plug it back in to find y. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to use 5x minus 3y equals negative 11, and I'm going to plug in that 2. So 5 times 2 minus 3y equals negative 11. So I get 10 minus 3y equals negative 11. Subtract 10, and I get negative 21. Divide by negative 3, and y is equal to positive 7. So my final solution is 2, 7. All right, let's look at this example. It says a cafeteria sells fresh fruit by weight. All apples weigh the same and all oranges weigh the same. The first scale has 3 oranges and 2 apples on it. And the second scale has 5 oranges and 2 apples. The first scale has a weight of 37 ounces, and the second scale has a weight of 51 ounces. What's the weight of an apple and what's the weight of an orange? So 3 oranges, oh wait, let me use blue. 3 oranges plus, you know what, let's not use O, let's call oranges G. 3 oranges plus 2 apples is equal to 37. Then the second scale has 5 oranges and 2 apples, and it's equal to 51 ounces. And I want to find the weight of each of them. Notice here that we have 2a and 2a, but I need them to be opposite reciprocals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the second one by negative 1. So my first equation stays the same. My second equation becomes negative 5g minus 2a equals negative 51. And then I add these together to solve. So these cancel, and I'm left with negative 2g equals 3 plus 14, negative 14, divide by negative 2, and g is equal to 7. Okay, then we're going to plug g back into our equation. I'm going to plug it back into this one. So 3 times 7 plus 2a equals 37. So 21 plus 2a equals 37. Subtract 21 from both sides. 2a is equal to 16. Finally, we divide by 2. So a is equal to 8. Okay, but we want to answer the final question by saying the weight of an orange is 7 ounces, and the weight of an apple is 8 ounces. Okay. So let's do one more example together. I'm going to pick this one down here. So if we look at 3x and 2x and 4y and 5y, I can't easily make those into each other because those numbers are prime. So I'm going to pick the easiest one. The ones in blue, the numbers are smaller. So I'm going to multiply this one by positive 2 and this one by negative 3 because 2 times 3 is 6 and negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. So I'll get those opposite reciprocals. So I get 6x plus 8y equals 24. Make sure you distribute that 2 through. Then distribute the 3 through, we get negative 6x minus 15y equals negative 24. Then we add these two things together. And we get nothing. 8 minus 15 is negative 7y equals negative 24 plus 24 is 0. Divide by negative 7 and y is equal to 0. Then we want to plug this into our equation. We can just plug it into originals. So 3x plus 4 times 0 equals 12. So 3x is equal to 12. Divide both sides by 3, and x is equal to 4. So our final solution is 4, 0. Okay, let's talk about checking our answers. We can check our answers by plugging our solutions back in. So I'm going to take these equations and I'm going to plug in four, 0. So I have 3 times 4 plus 4 times 0 equals 12. I also have 2 times 4 plus 5 times 0 equals 8. So let's go ahead and check. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 0 is 0. So then we get 12 is equal to 12. This next one, I have 8 plus 0 equals 8. 8 plus 0 is 8. So we get the right answer. Okay, so that is how we check our solutions.